In terms of sort of, I'll call it technical goals or sort of other things that you'll learn beyond methods for machine learning, we'll be talking a little bit about, well, we'll talk about ZTF, of course, but also what kind of data products it provides, how you get light curves, for example, how to do some simulations. And so really the goal for this week is to use ZTF as a way to teach you about how to do data science more broadly in astronomy. And so my group here, so I work on gravitational waves as well as optical astronomy. And so we'll be mixing both of these concepts through this week as we introduce sort of practicalities. So we're going to run each day. So from Monday to Thursday, we'll be doing kind of a conventional school. So from 9 to 12:30 or so each day. And then we'll be doing kind of a mix of science talks and introductions, as well as what we'll call the Jupyter notebooks, which a number of you have already seen. And we'll kind of treat those as, in-school work slash homework. And then the afternoons are a mix of lectures. So we'll be doing some lecturing and then some group work based on the notebooks that we've put together. And we'll all be here both in person and online to help discuss and answer questions. For those in person, and Andrew, so Andrew, do you want to stand up and just wave? Andrew is one of my graduate students in my group. We'll be sort of introducing everyone as we go through. Could you please make sure to check in with Andrew because we're going to need to gather numbers today to both know how many folks want to go to the Bell Museum on campus, to the planetarium, as well as to the Mall of America outing on Thursday. So Thursday, the plan is to go to the mall. We'll have our sort of school dinner there, et cetera, et cetera. And so please sign in with Andrew if you want to go. It's all paid for, whatever. But yeah. For the Bell Museum and Mall of America. Yep. Perfect. Yep. So please, we very much encourage you to sign up. It's in general, the activities. We'll send out sort of a how did we do type form at the end of the school. And at least last year, the Mall of America trip was particularly a highlight. So we encourage you to attend, but you don't have to, of course. On the other days, so today and on Wednesday, we will have sort of lectures and material all the way till, I would say we're usually out of here by 4:30. We're definitely before 5. Hopefully everyone has seen the course GitHub. So this is the way that we will be providing the material. I realize now that, we had actually moved just before the school started everything over to a new ZTF Summer School namespace. So I've linked the GitHub in the Slack. So hopefully everyone's on Slack. If you're not, talk to one of us. But in the school channel, I've linked the Zoom link as well as the correct link to the GitHub. So hopefully everyone can find that. And then again, for those in person, as you know, we'll be doing kind of morning and afternoon coffee/tea breaks. And we will be ordering out for lunch every day. Andrew also is in charge of that. So, there will be opportunities for input on what we order each day. All right, so that covers Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday, we're doing a hack day. The goal for that, we're going to be taking a ZTF data set and applying some of the machine learning and data science techniques that we've had to it. So Friday is going to be, again, there'll be a Jupyter notebook, but there won't be any direct lecturing, at least in the same way as there are Monday to Thursday. And then, some of you are staying till Saturday, which is great. Some of you will be kind of trickling out as the day goes on Friday. And so Friday tends to be a pretty flexible day. Okay, so so for those on Slack, please do this in the Slack channel. Thank you in advance. For those here, since we're going to be working in groups and such, I want everyone to go around and do this, just because it's worth us all meeting each other quick. So who I am, my name is Michael Coughlin. I'm from the University of Minnesota. My preferred pronouns are he, him. And a silly fact about me, I'm a big fan of squirrels. If we run over to my office, I have little squirrel dolls, and I like to talk to the squirrels. So that's me. Teo, you want to go next?
Just for the introduction.
Yeah, just go around. Yeah.
So I'm Theo. I'm a computational scientist at Caltech, and I work for training facility. Preferred pronouns are he, him, and this is fact about me. Let's think about it. I'm French. I think it's silly, but so I have an accent. You will hear it throughout my very, very long talk.
Yeah.
Sorry. As a fact about me, well, I like birds. I just have diversity and pleasures.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Raza. I'm from Colombia, but I live in Argentina, Córdoba. I'm very happy here.
We're glad to have you too.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm grad student at Princeton for 2 more weeks. And my pronouns are she, her. Gosh, there are a lot of silly facts about me. I just can't think of one.
Really okay. 2 weeks. Congratulations. Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I am Ilaria. I am a postdoc in Italy. And my preferred pronouns are she, her. And silly fact about me, I have to think a little bit, I don't know at the moment.
Here.
Hello, I'm Kira. I'm a postdoc at Caltech. She, her, and my go-to fun fact is that I grew a radish that won first place at my study fair.
That is a wonderful fact.
Yeah, hello, my name is Alexandra. I'm from Caltech, and my preferred pronouns she, her. And I guess silly fact would be that I just graduated high school months ago. So I'm Qifeng. I'm a coming second year at the university, and originally from China. My pronouns are she, her. Silly fact, well, I just thought of a silly story about me is that I once tried to bargain for a second-hand TV stand on Facebook Marketplace, and then it turns out the person that I'm bargaining with, it's actually my professor. I'm like, I just bargained for like $5.
I'm wondering, I'm a coming second year, is that the expression? Okay, yeah, I'm also a second year PhD. I'm PhD in ISLA, which is an institute in Vienna. And silly fact, I asked Roger Penrose a question once, and he didn't answer it because he wanted to grab an ice cream instead.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Yuvraj. I'm from ICT Bhopal. I just completed the master's. Currently, I'm a student at ICTS Bangalore. Now that here, I just say a silly fact about me. It's not silly, but I am into some astrophotography, and if someone has a telescope here, we can just go out for a second.
Cool.
My name is Henrik Rose. I'm a PhD student at the University of Potsdam, like a suburb of Berlin. My pronouns are he, him, and my silly fact is that I have a reputation of drastically overestimating my ability of dodging stuff. Can be
Could throw a spoon at you now. Just check that out.
Hi, my name is Ulfa, and I'm from Nepal. My pronouns are he, him, and I am starting this fall for PhD student in University of Kansas at Lawrence. So I have a lot of facts to tell, but I would like to highlight one. I'm a dog lover actually, but 5 months ago a dog bit me.
No.
Now I run away.
Hello everyone. My name is Siddharth. I also go by Sid because that's easier. So I am a third year PhD student at the University of Delaware, and I'm from India originally. Actually, I was studying at ISM Bhopal, which is where we're at. And a fun fact about me is that, oh, my pronouns are EM. And a fun fact about me is that in spite of being from India, I absolutely hate cricket. And I really like soccer, aka football. So if you want to talk football, talk.
I'm Erin, she's at Washington State, she, her pronouns, and silly fact, I like to make all my own friends.
That's really nice.
Hi, I'm Margaret, I'm a grad student at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. I use she, they pronouns, and a silly fact about me is that I played bagpipes in college.
That's cool.
Hi, I'm Noah. I'm from the University of Arizona. My preferred pronouns are he, him, and silly fact about me is I was allergic to fruits and vegetables for like a decade.
Whoa.
No, I'm not.
So my name is Kuxie and I get also can go by Tilly, and I am originally from Xinjiang, also China, and now working Washington State University as a graduate student. And my pronounce is Shaper, and the silly fact is I'm a super cat person, and I'm a cat that have a doctorate degree and speaks Latin.
Matthew, also from Washington State University, he, him pronouns. I don't really know any silly facts, so it's me.
Welcome.
I am Nicola, my pronouns are he. I come from Italy. I actually study computer science in Italy. I'm a PhD student. And the fun fact, in high school, I almost failed in physical education all the years. And 1 year also in physics, almost.
My name is Dami. I'm an entrepreneur here. My preferred pronouns are he, him. Silly fact about me is I'm a job with that.
I'm Sheldon, started at Hopkins, and I pronounced he. Then there are other questions.
It's one of your lectures for the week. Matthew,
My name is Matthew from school, maybe fourth year. And so we got something out recently.
Cecilia, assistant, great pronouns. So the fact about you is that what's 5 years, 5 months.
Lucas.
I am.
I was able to qualify master exams, but not to explain my brother's limitations with decimal problems of math in 10 years.
I understand PhD student.
I'm Tyler Marna, I'm PhD candidate here. I have gone by this if you from city about me like I was super scared of.
Hi, he's postback at the Lecture Center. I guess the city fact about me. I'm also into astronomy because of Raj from the Introductory, which I just want to say is like wrong.
Maryland. GCM and SCM.
First place and.
My name is Leo Singer. I'm a civil servant at NASA Goddard Space Flight Center. Pronouns he, him. Fun fact about me, I was at Boy Scout summer camp with my son a couple weeks ago, and the high point of it for me, one of the high points was making a salmon garden at our campsite. Was it very zen? It was actually very relaxing. It's very good.
Leo is another lecturer. Andrew.
Hi, my name is Andrew Coughlin. I'm a PhD student here working with Michael. My preferred pronouns are he, him. And a fun fact about me is I really like Kraft mac and cheese, but I strongly prefer the ones that are the little cheers.
I didn't know that. Great. So welcome everyone. So you'll notice there's a handful of GCN folks here. Thank you for being here. We're really excited to have you. In particular, the GCN folks are going to be running their face-to-face at the same time as the summer school, and so they'll be in and out a little bit. But we're really glad to have all of you here. So we're hoping everyone does this. So we use the summer school Slack a lot, whether you're in person or online. We hope that the Slack is very active. I realize I already induced confusion in terms of which day, which channel corresponds to day one. Tyler had made like ZTF 24 day one, whichever one people are sort of converging on is fine. Our suggestion is, as you have questions, and we'll try to respect this in person too, but please do, even if you are in person, add your questions in Slack. Of course, we'll just, we'll answer like this, but just to enable online participation. Ask for help early and often, especially from each other, right? What is kind of weird about this summer school? There's an incredible diversity of backgrounds present, both in terms of career stage, but also in terms of sort of topics that folks work on. As I mentioned, we've got folks from GCN, we have a number of astro graduate students, we have some undergrads, we got some postdocs. There's a wide range of experience. And I will say most folks in this room don't have a lot of ZTF experience, right? This is not a summer school for the ZTF collaboration. Yes, there are folks from within the collaboration here, but your questions are not dumb, right? We want to hear your questions, and we will respect that. And this is especially true given the hybrid nature of the school, right? There's challenges that come running something both in person and online. So in particular for that, please do be active on Slack. We also want you to have fun. There's no stress, right? There's no grade. If you need a certificate at the end that says you were here, we're happy to provide it. But definitely the goal is there's no evaluation here. We will be, as we will talking about soon, working through these notebooks, Jupyter notebooks together. But it's not like at the end of the day, any of us want to see them, right? This is really for you. This is for you to learn. And the other thing I will say, the kind of like about the notebooks, it's going to allow you to come back to this, at a later time. Andrew has told me in the past that he still sometimes comes back to some of the Jupyter notebooks we've used in past years for stuff he's still doing now, right? And so the point of this is to be a resource, not only this week, but as long as it might be useful to you. The plan. So this is this is all up on the GitHub. It's in the README. This is we'll say subject to change, but the broad strokes I think are mostly in place. So to start off with, today we're kind of doing introductions, right? So Teofil will be introducing us to ZTF and kind of what ZTF data exists. We'll be having, and so that'll kind of cover this morning. We'll have a notebook that talks about that. In the afternoon, we'll be getting a lecture from Jay, who co-teaches the Astro Data Science class here with me, talking a little bit about supervised learning and machine learning in general. And then we'll be working on a notebook where we'll actually start doing some supervised learning with ZTF data. Tomorrow morning, we'll be transitioning a bit to gravitational waves. So Will Benoit, who's one of my graduate students, will be doing a presentation focused sort of on gravitational waves, building upon some of what we learned on day one. And then in the afternoon, we'll be doing the planetarium outing. On Wednesday, we'll be doing a couple of different things. So one, we'll be having a lecture from Ethan Marks, who's a graduate student at MIT, on simulation-based inference, and Leo, who's in the back here, will be talking about mixed integer programming. On Thursday, Michelle Long and Daniel will be doing two different flavors: anomaly detection, like it goes in Michelle Long's case. In Daniel's case, he's going to be talking a little bit about finding anomalous transients. And in the late afternoon, we'll be doing the Mall of America outing. And then on Friday, we're doing. So this is the overall plan. Some speakers may move around a little bit, just depending on how timing goes and who's available and so on. But this is what's happening. And just sort of to make my case here, why are we here? Why are we talking about machine learning? I don't think it's going to surprise anyone to say that times are changing with regards to how we are looking at the data that we are taking. This generation of graduate students, first and second year graduate students, some or even many of you will get PhDs without actually going to see a telescope, right? This is, my generation. I got my PhD in 2016. Probably one of the last ones where, the vast majority of folks have been to a telescope, went classical observing, and so on. Most graduate students these days, yes, you still write your telescope proposals, but you might observe, from maybe observing room, or even from your house, if you're going to do any observing at all, right? Many of you will just use open data sets and apply data science techniques to extract the science that you need to. And so more and more, it's not about going to some telescope, staying up all night, getting your data and writing your paper, but instead it's about how do I take advantage of this reams of data that's coming in, many of it public, and get through this data, identify the kind of objects that you care about, right? So we'll be talking a little bit this week about how do I take these giant data sets coming up of ZTF and try and identify the most interesting things. And as sort of one point of focus will be, how do I do this fast, right? So in my particular area, so I work on neutron star mergers, which produce optical and near-infrared transients, which last maybe a night or so, something like this. And so we're really interested in kind of real-time responses. And a lot of the work then as graduate students is devising algorithms to be able to make it possible to get through these data sets and understand what's inside. So the theme for this week will really be about, and of course we're doing this in the context of machine learning. Machine learning is incredibly fast and dynamic and enables a lot of these sort of automated processes to happen. And so the theme that you should kind of take away from this week is to, how do we apply these data science techniques to the data on hand? So with that, we're actually pretty much on time, almost 9:30. So I'm going to turn it over to Teofil, who's going to kick us off here.